Your law firm could dominate thought leadership regarding an area of law it practices with original research. Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Pollack. I'm an attorney who helps other attorneys engage the audiences that are vital to their firm's success, including their clients, their referral sources, their employees, and the media. In this video, 4 reasons why your law firm should today start seriously thinking about original research as part of its thought leadership marketing and business development efforts. I'm always surprised when I look at the websites of AmLaw 200 law firms and other relatively large law firms, how few of them have original research as part of their thought leadership marketing and business development efforts for a particular practice area. To me, original research is an amazing way to plant your flag on the area of law that you practice and race to the top of the minds of the people that you want to hire your law firm. When you have original research as part of your thought leadership marketing and business development efforts, you really signify to the legal industry, to your clients, and to the world that your law firm, you guys and girls, are the experts regarding this area of law because you're doing research. You are so deep in the weeds, you know exactly what's happening. You've got your finger on the pulse of trends and other developments that your clients can naturally benefit from. I'm going to give you 4 reasons why your law firm should today start thinking about original research as part of its thought leadership marketing and business development efforts. But before I go there, let me give you the 2 types of research I could see law firms doing. The first type is where they design questions and then ask those questions of a group of people. Maybe they're general counsels, maybe they're CEOs, maybe they're startup founders, but the law firm is creating a survey, asking questions, getting answers from a group of people, and then looking at those answers and synthesizing them and then creating content regarding their findings from those answers. The second kind of research would be where law firms are compiling data that already exists. Maybe it's court cases, maybe it's administrative agency actions, maybe it's settlements. The law firm is finding information, compiling it, synthesizing it, and then creating content around the law firm's findings. Okay, back to the 4 reasons why law firms should adopt original research as part of their marketing and BD efforts. First, they will stand out from the crowd. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, few law firms have original research content programs. Many of them have marketing and BD content programs. Many of them have nice thought leadership programs, but few have original research that then powers their content marketing efforts, their thought leadership marketing efforts, which I'll get to more in a moment. But just merely by having original research, you can stand out from the pack. And if you drill down in the research and you focus on a niche within a particular practice area, you could own that niche because you are putting out over time the authoritative final word regarding developments or trends with respect to that niche or that larger area of the law. Okay, so reason number 2 for adopting original research is that you can focus your research on the trends, the issues, the concerns that your ideal target clients have. If you want to have more startup founders as clients, you want to have more financial company GCs as clients, you would want to design original research that speaks to their concerns. So maybe you want to focus on research concerning venture capital or private equity for startup founders and for GCs at financial companies. Maybe you want to look at what the SEC is doing or the CFTC or FINRA or the DOJ. You could figure out ways to create content, create original research that fuels content that concerns your target audiences and rope them in because you are providing original research that is dead on with what they're concerned about in their professional lives and what they worry about when they go to sleep at night. Third, you can create a repeatable thought leadership program with original research that builds on itself, that gains momentum, and further establishes your firm as an authority with each subsequent edition of the research. Think about it. Think about a law firm that puts out an annual review or a quarterly review, and you have a law firm that says, this is the 6th annual, the 10th annual, the 18th annual research report. Imagine how much credibility and how much authority that builds by having an ongoing, consistent thought leadership effort in the form of original research. And of course, as you and your firm do more original research, you're doing it every year, you're doing it every 6 months, whatever it is, with more time comes more efficiency. You have better systems, you have better processes, and you get better at it. So it becomes this flywheel, this reoccurring mechanism where each year, each quarter, whatever the interval, you are pumping out authority and people know to look for this year's edition, this quarter's edition of the research. And again, you can race to the top of your prospects' minds because you're putting out content on a regular basis that is dead locked to what they are concerned about. And finally, the fourth reason is that original research can fuel your firm's marketing and business development efforts through content. If you just think about all the ways you can slice and dice a research report to create content, you could have probably a year's worth of content. Okay, maybe not a year's, but a significant amount of content, 6 months, 9 months worth of content based on one report. Imagine the social media posts, text, video, quotes, or graphics. Imagine the videos that you could put out. You could do a YouTube video. You could do a webinar. You could do a webinar to the public. You do a private webinar. You can put out a white paper. You could go and put out a press release and try to get interviews regarding the area of law that you are discussing here in your original research. I mean, it's almost limitless how much content you can create from this research report. Now, obviously, there's one big con with original research, and that's the cost of doing it. If you are doing the kind of surveys where you're talking to general counsels and you're talking to startup founders and CEOs, you almost certainly will need to hire a third party to handle that outreach for you, or make someone at your firm take the time to make those phone calls, train them, prep them, and then make those phone calls or emails. But obviously, not every law firm has to do that kind of outreach. They can simply review data that's already out there in the form of cases, enforcement actions, settlements, etc. And then the only cost is really the time that you would have a lawyer or a paralegal or a marketing person help with the creation of the research. But there's such a huge potential return on investment here that if you're concerned about costs and you can find a way to keep things in-house, then you would probably be able to get the cost down to a level that you would be comfortable with. So few law firms are using original research as part of their marketing and business development efforts. I think you should today start thinking about how effective original research could be for your firm and its efforts to establish itself as the go-to authority regarding the areas of law it practices. If you're curious generally about how to create relevant, valuable, and compelling thought leadership marketing and business development content, check out lawfirmeditorialservice.com. We have plenty of videos and blogs that can help you do just that.